Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's coverage of the Camping Universe Truck Series Tricky Triangle 150 coming at you live from Pocono Speedway. Alright, we'll get you out into the racetrack here in one moment, but first we're going to play a video from our partner here at Extreme Sim TV, Norton Graphics and Designs, and then I'll come back and we'll go through the points, and then we'll get you down and ready for qualifying for tonight's race. Hey guys, it's Matt from Extreme Sim TV here. Do you need a car painted like I do sometimes for that next big special event or the next big league race you have to run? I know who to contact. Contact Norton Graphics. They do quality paints at cheap rates with rates starting as low as $5 a car. Once again, that's Norton Graphics. You can contact Norton Graphics at wnorton1218 on Gmail or Will Norton on iRacing or Trading Paints. Once again, that's Norton Graphics. Please check them out. Really good paints if you need one done. Anyways, enjoy tonight's broadcast here on Extreme Sim TV and enjoy the race. Alrighty, as we're back here, let's take a look at the points going into tonight's race. Race number 9 out of 22 on the schedule this season. Coming in tonight, Scott Sanderson is going to be your points leader. 31 points back will be Jason Brophy, Jared Ziegler, Matt Holloway will be 4th, Brian Robinson 5th, 6th will be Norman King, Ryan C. Worley 7th, 8th will be Hart Green, 9th will be Brian Ziegler, Levi there in 10th, 11th will be Jeffrey Sykes, 12th will be Michaels Dees, 13th will be Caleb Wheatley, Leah Overton there in 14th, Matthew Ponte there in 15th, Roy Gossett 16th, Noah Samples 17th, Blake Mosley 18th, Gary Weaver 19th, and coming in 20th, coming into the night will be Corey Stansel, 21st will be Charles, 22nd Donnie, 23rd Dylan, and it looks like Dylan will be in for 24th as well. Alright, there's your point standings going into tonight, and we'll come back here for qualifying here in one moment. Alright, as we're back as qualifying's getting ready to get underway. Right there is your points leader coming into the night, Scott Sanderson in that 93 truck. Here is Jared Ziegler in that number 57 Nesquik truck as well, working his way down the short chute. Here is Caleb Weekly. Alright, as we get ready for tonight's race, the track's probably going to be slick, pretty warm out there right now. You're going to have to take care of these trucks for the long haul here tonight, as it is 125 miles here, 60 laps. Caleb coming out of turn 2 here, he bounced it off the wall just a little bit. He'll get it straightened back out. Jared working his way through the tunnel turn. He'll get in the outside wall as well. You can go see already these drivers having a little bit of problem out of turn number 2. Levi here in the 31. Keep in mind, coming up in 2 weeks for these guys. Next week they'll have off. 2 weeks from now they'll be back in action at Eldora Speedway. That should be a lot of fun to watch as well. Art Green in that 63 truck coming at you here into turn 1. Matt Holliba right here in that 24. Hello in chat. How are you doing, sir? Right now, the fastest truck on the racetrack, Scott Sanderson in that 93, currently leading Matt Holbo across the line right now in 5th. $14 trucks will make the show here this evening. There's Caleb there in that number 12 machine. And here comes Jason Brophy in that UPS number 88. He is your defending champion. He'll roll it through turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, currently setting second. See if he can better that starting position by 1. And he will dive it down pit road here. Probably doing a little bit of a test here to see how the truck feels getting on pit road. Alright, starting on pole here tonight, you'll have Scott Sanderson there in that number 93 machine. Jason. Ooh, Levi got it. Levi being scored in second. No, that's not right. Jason indeed starting second there in that 88 truck. Right there. Hart Green currently in fourth in that 66 machine. Or 63 machine. Right there in fourth. Starting in sixth will be the 24 of Matt Hollaba. The 31 right there behind him. Then you'll add the 57 Nesquik truck of Jared Ziegler. Right there followed by Brian in that 37. And then you add the 58 Jags machine of Brian Ziegler as well. Mr. Brian Robinson and Mr. Brian Ziegler right there together. The 04 of Jeffrey Sykes. Right there, right behind Brian. That will be the 11th position that Jeffrey is in. Norman King, 12th. The 13th. Donnie Lee will be back here in 13th. And then start rounding out your field here tonight will be the 33 truck of Roy. And that will round the field out here this evening. Alrighty, let's get ready to go green flag racing live from Pocono here momentarily. As you can see, the lights are off on that iRacing pace car, rolling through 3 and 2. There is no turn 4 here. I about said 3 and 4. Sorry about the grid here tonight. My data decided it was going to, not work. It's not been a good night. No, wheel broke. Well, the driver for the wheel broke probably an hour ago, and I've been dealing with that. And now this ain't working, so go figure. Alright, we'll get them lined up here. Scott Sanderson on the pole. Jason Brophy on the outside. And we'll get ready to go green flag racing live from Pocono. They'll come across the stripe and the green flag will be in the air. Scott will lead them off down there on the bottom. Jason to his outside. Lap number 1 of 60 underway here from Pocono. Into 1 and 2. Scott Sanderson on the bottom of the racetrack now. He'll clear Jason Brophy. He'll have the 12 of Caleb Weekly right there behind him. Trying to work his way up into second as they head into the tunnel turn. 3 wide though for 4th. Guys, you're going to have to watch it out doing that here. Hart Green's going to get pressed out of the line. He'll drop back. The 58 right here as well. That's going to be Brian working his way in behind the 33 machine. They'll come across the stripe to complete lap number 1. Alright, back in the corners 1 and 2. Looking at the 63 of Hart Green. Currently running in 11th. Jared Ziegler up here in this Nesquik truck running in the 5th position. Good start of the race for him. Once again, only 125 miles here tonight. Pit stop should come around lap 40 to 45. So it is going to be a one-stop race. Here comes an Nesquik machine right on the back bumper of the 24 now. It's going to be Jared all over the back of Matt, really trying to pressure and turn the pressure up on that 24 truck. Jared Ziegler in that number 57 Nesquik machine. All over the back of the 24 of Matt Oliva. Already 4 laps into this one. Meanwhile, out front, Scott Sanderson pulling away by 9/10 of a second already in that 93 truck. And I'll be right back with you here on Extreme Sim TV early on in this one. As we're back here Right now still following along with Brian Robinson there in that 8th position. Already 8 laps in here. 53 more laps to go around Pocono Speedway. And out front is Scott Sanderson by 0.8 of a second. Scott really doing a good job of pulling away. As you see Caleb Weekly back there popping it up against the wall there. Previous lap time for Scott is a 55.3. Everybody, the tires already wearing on these trucks here. Only 9 laps in. Jared Ziegler back here in the 57 truck. Running in 3rd right now as a decent truck. Caleb Weekly right now in 4th. Matt Oliver though closing down on that 12 truck. He'll try to make the move around for the 5th position. Keep in mind, probably a one-stop race here for fuel. So if this goes green, which it has the look that it possibly could, you've got to keep that in mind. When do you make that stop? Your tires are going to wear down, but you got plenty of fuel, so... Well, yeah, Overton back here in the 16 machine. Falling behind Matt Holloway now. Oh, look at Caleb getting loose off turn number 4. He'll get loose, get up into the outside wall. Of course, that is Caleb Weekly there in that 12 truck. Jeffrey Sykes, he's going to work to the bottom of the 24 now, up into 6th. Good run for Jeffrey as well. Meanwhile, back out front and pulling away, Scott Sanderson up by 2.5 seconds now, with 50 laps remaining. Everybody pretty spaced out right now. Matt, of course, running in 7th. Brian Robinson back here in the 37. Levi there in the 31, currently running in 10th. Brian Ziegler back here in 11th. 12th is going to be Donnie Lee here in that number 13. Look, as we got the 33 and 28 both on pit road. Looks like they've got into the outside wall. Right here is Norman King at 13 laps in. Looks like there's already some damage to that 28 truck. Oh, never mind. Jared Ziegler goes around. Leah doing a good job missing him. We'll go back and take a look at it here. The 57 truck. And it looks like somebody may have blew a motor. And we got multiple trucks around here on the back straightaway now. Alright, as they went down into 1 and 2, Jared's truck just stepping out on him. He'll come around, 15 laps in and around he goes now. I don't know what happened in behind him. Let's take a look at it here from Matt Holder's angle. As they go into 1 now, Jared loses it on the exit of 2. Let's see what happens. Oh, he gets loose. Around comes the 24. So it's 2 separate incidences now. The 37 heavily involved. Keep in mind, the first incident was for Jared Ziegler going around on up in the pack. But the 24 of Matt also spun it out. And here comes Art Green, and nowhere for Brian Robinson to go. Leah in the 31. Bunches of trucks heavily torn up. As pretty much everybody will dive down pit road here. Looks like Jared's still on the racetrack for some reason. As you see, Jared may be playing the strategy game here at 45 laps. You're right on the cusp, being able to make it on fuel if another yellow doesn't come out. So that might be what Jared's trying to do. Scott's going to lead him off pit road. The 88 right there, the 86 as well. And we'll be right back with you here live on Extreme Sim TV.
not even close to being right. Lights are back on. About 13 rows deep there. They aren't even close to being lined up right. They're actually 3 wide at one row there.
Alright, so we're getting ready for a restart here. It'll be Jason Brophy on the inside, Scott Sanderson on the outside. Jeffrey Sykes and Hart Green will make up your second row. Caleb Weekly and Jared Ziegler on the third row. We'll take the green flag with 41 laps remaining here from Pocono Speedway. First yellow of the evening, of course, coming out when Jared Ziegler lost his truck, and then multiple cars went around after that. Alright, here we go. Getting ready to go back green flag racing live from Pocono.
Green. Come on, keep running. There you go.
Green in the books as Scott Sanderson jumps out to a nice lead once again. 41 laps remaining here from Pocono. They'll come around and try to complete lap number 20. Here comes Jared trying to look through the middle of Hart Green and Jason Brophy. Jared really trying down the back straightaway here to get something done as the pack thunders through. Jared looking to the outside of Jason. Now Hart Green maneuvered up in front of him. Now Jason will fall back another position. Put Jason back to fourth. Here comes Caleb Weekly now. He'll look on the inside to move that truck up to fourth. If he can get through, that'll drop Jason back to fifth. Coming to 5:40 laps to go here right now. Jason, though, doing a good job of holding off that 12 truck. Jason, of course, in the 88. Caleb Weekly in the 12. Looks like we got a truck up there blinking down the back straightaway. Jason Brophy trying to battle back now from 4th. But right now up front leading the way, Scott Sanderson in that number 93 truck. Hart Green, of course, right there with Jared Ziegler. 30. Oh, Hart Green hard in the wall off of 2, getting that truck sideways. That's the second truck we've seen get sideways like that off of corner number 2. He'll drop down out of the way. Jason Brophy there in that 88 truck, motoring along here. Caleb doing a good job back here as well. Currently running in the 4th position. Out of corner number 3, they come back down the straightaway. Brian Ziegler there in that 58 Jags machine. Matt Holloway there in the 24 with some rear damage on that truck. Looks to be left rear damage on that machine. Donnie right there in the 13. Leah Overton right now sitting on pit road. Roy in the 33 with some severe left front damage. Through corners 1 and 2 will come to 12 in the 04 truck. Look at that, the 04 right there in front of 12 with Caleb Wheatley. Jeffrey moving up into the top 5 in 4th. With 35 laps remaining here from Pocono Motor Speedway. And you're watching the Camping Universe Tricky Triangle 125. Only on Extreme Sim, or 150, sorry. 150 miles, not on 125 miles. Only on Extreme Film TV. Here comes Caleb out of turn at number 3. Meanwhile, we got a battle brewing up front for the lead. Jared Ziegler has run down Scott in that 93 truck. Jared trying to get up there and take the win here this evening with 34 laps remaining. We seen him sideways off of corner number 2 not that long ago. Jared all over that back bumper of the 93 truck. Look at Jared pushing that 57 machine as hard as he can. We'll go on board with him here momentarily. Alright, as I cross the stripe next time by, we'll see the cross flags. And we'll be halfway home in this one. Alright, as we got a battle here for second. Jason Brophy is caught up to the back bumper of the 57 of Jared Ziegler. Jason will work the inside. He'll fall back in line now. Here comes Jason down the back straightaway. He'll pull alongside of the 57 truck. Look at Jason getting loose on the outside. Here comes a Jeffrey in the 04 to the bottom. Jason electing to come down. Maybe he didn't think he could make it on fuel. He's going to bring the truck down with 29 laps to go. He'll come to a stop. You'll see him take 2 right side tires. Looks like he's going to go ahead and take all 4 with 28 laps remaining. Meanwhile, the battle for second continues as Jeffrey Sykes and over the back bumper of the 57 Nesquik truck of Jared Ziegler. Now keep in mind, when Jason comes back out, he's going to be on fresh tires. "28 laps remaining here from Pocono Speedway." Here it comes, Jared Ziegler in third, right behind Jeffrey Sykes running second. They'll cross the stripe once again, 3 seconds behind Scott Sanderson. Brian Ziegler right there as well behind Caleb Weekly. That's the battle for fourth. Matt Holloway back here in the 24, currently running in sixth. Seventh is Hart Green in that number 63 machine. Look at Caleb now bouncing off the wall. And once again, he's got quite a bit of right front damage on that 12 truck. That's got to be slowing him down. Norman King having a rough season this season. That truck's all beat up. The right, left front, the left rear. That truck just completely destroyed. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Sykes still running in that second position as we'll come to 2:25 to go. And I'll be right back with you here on Extreme Sim TV. I got to step out of the booth momentarily, and I'm going to leave you with some onboard shots.
out, caution's out, caution's out, save fuel.
Alright guys, I'm back. I do apologize about that. Alright, we're about ready to go back green flag racing with 18 laps remaining here this evening. Alright, a fleet of trucks lined up here. Green flag is back in the air. We'll have 18 laps remaining here from Pocono. Caleb Leakley on the outside with Scott Sanderson. Jeffrey Sykes on the bottom. Off into turn 1. Jeffrey Sykes really drives it down there in deep, trying to clear the 98 machine, or 93 of Scott Sanderson. It's not going to work. They're going to be battling off the back straightaway now. You see them 3 wide as they fan out down the back stretch. Looks like that's Matt Hall in the 24, and he's going to get in the side of Hart Green. It's almost like he didn't even know he was there. Oh, look at Jeffrey now. Jeffrey gets in the outside wall as we're coming to 17 laps to go. Here comes Jason Brophy in that 88 machine. He'll close the gap down now for second. Right back here is the battle. Jared Ziegler back in 6th. The 88 machine of Jason Brophy diving down to the inside. And he'll clear Jeffrey Sykes. As they continue to battle back in the pack around Jared Ziegler around that 5th place position with Matt Holloway. He'll dive it down there. He'll get that position right now. He'll go for 4th over Caleb. Caleb trying to hang on to that 4th position, but it is not going to work. Jared Ziegler will clear him off into turn 3. $16 laps remaining here from Pocono Raceway. Jared now putting the pressure on Jeffrey Sykes in that 04 truck. This will be for 3rd. He'll drive to the bottom. Put him in front of Jeffrey there. Up Jeffrey's going to try to fight back. Nothing doing here. Move Jared to 3rd. Jason Brophy up here in the 2nd position behind Scott Sanderson. 1 second back with 15 laps remaining. Jason Brophy now down the front straightaway. He'll come across the seat. 14 more laps to go. Still about 1 second behind Scott Sanderson. Scott's going to have to make a mistake for Jason to be able to do anything here. Right there is Scott the Sanderson in that 93 machine, desperately trying to hang on for another win this season. He's already got a pretty good points gap. See if he can pick up another win here in this 93 truck, as they'll be heading to Eldora in 2 weeks. Across the stripe now, 13 laps to go. Well, looks like Jason's able to close in just a little bit now, down to 0.7 of a second. Maybe he can get up there and get the draft of Scott and really pull up on him. As this time by, there'll be 12 laps to go at Pocono. Now Scott extends it back out to 0.9 of a second as they cross the stripe. 12 laps remaining here at Pocono. Jason's going to have to make about a 10th or so a lap if he's going to get anything done. Meanwhile, you take a look back here at Caleb Weekly as Jared Ziegler's come under fire for third. Jared trying to hang on over Mr. Sykes here for that third position. Jeffrey now looks to the bottom of that 04 truck. He'll draw alongside Jared Ziegler down the front straightaway as we see 11 laps to go. Oh, Jared Ziegler with a big wiggle out of corner number 2, much like he did earlier in the race, but he held on to it this time. He did get some right side damage on that front right to all be in the end, but holy cow, what a save out of that 57 truck. There's Brian Robinson on the bottom of the racetrack in the 37. They'll work their way around. Oh, look at Caleb sticking that nose in there. Down the front straightaway they come. 10 laps to go here at Pocono Motor Speedway. Out front, Scott Sanderson, 0.7 of a second in the front. The battle continues back here with Jared in that 57 truck. Now running in fourth. Jason, though, closing in on that 93 just a little bit. Coming to 9 laps to go. If he can get any closer, he's going to start to really pick up that draft. Down these long straightaways. On to the front stretch they come. 0.6 of a second back now. Jason Brophy, your defending champion, trying to go up there and get him a piece of Scott Sanderson. 0.5 off into 1 and 2, or 1. Can Jason Brophy do it? He's going to have to run it as smooth as he can to get it done. 5.3 now. 0.5 of a second back. 9 laps to go. That UPS number 88 machine. Jeffrey Sykes back here as well. Now 2/10 between the lead. Jason really sending it in. He'll close the gap even further here with 8 laps to go. 4/10 as they come down the front straightaway. If he can just get close enough to maybe loosen the 93 truck up. Jason Brophy now 3.66 back. He is closing in 0.6 of a second. All Jason's got to do is run a nice smooth line here. He'll come out of corner number 2. Back in the 4. We'll see if he can gain any more on him. Now 2.26 back. If he can hold it nice and roll it low and get the run off, like he did right there, and he's going to be within 2/10 now. Now he's getting a really big pull off that 93 truck all the way down the front straightaway. 7 laps to go here from Pocono. Look at Scott. He's kind of overdriving turn 1 just a little bit, but look at that. He was able to get the truck to turn. Jason let his truck slide up down the back straightaway towards turn number 2. Less than 1/10 of a second between them now. As they'll come around this time to see 6 laps to go. We have a duel at Pocono. The 88 of Jason Brophy. The 93 of Scott Sanderson. It's on here at Pocono, coming to 6 laps to go. Toyota versus Chevrolet. Down the front straightaway they come. Jason now all over the back bumper of Scott. Right here might be the chance here. He'll get a pull. See if he's going to dive out in turn 1. Right up to his rear bumper. He'll go to the bottom. Scott on the outside. Jason on the inside. And yellow is out. And Jason's got to be beating his head off the wall. He was right there. And the yellow flag flew. See if it might have been Brian involved. See if we can find out where the yellow happened here. In under 6 laps to go. I'm not really seeing where the yellow come out at. But 5 laps to go now. Jason was definitely able to get up to Scott, but we'll have to see what happens here. We'll come around to 4 laps to go, see if we can get back green that flag racing live here at Pocono. Let's see if anybody likes to come and get 4 first tires here. It's going to be a gamble either way. Off of turn number 4, and they're all coming. See if anybody... Oh, Scott stays out. Oh no, that may be a game changer for Scott. on pit road these trucks come. Park Green having a little bit of an issue there, having to back up in his stall. Everybody going to take 4 fresh tires, and Scott is the long man out, looks like. Jason will get off pit road nice and easy. And I am afraid that Scott Sanderson's ticket just got punched for him because he's the only car out there on fresh tires. If this thing goes back green, and which it should, even if it's a 1-lap shootout, he would find it very difficult to hold off that 88. Alright, we'll come by this time, and the lights will probably stay on the iRacing pace car. And it'll be next time probably that they will go out, as we're coming to 3 to go. It'll most likely wind up being a 1-lap shootout here at Pocono. Alright, from everything I'm seeing here, it looks like we will have a green and white finish here at Pocono Speedway. For the Tricky Triangle 150 for the Camping Universe Truck Series. Looks like it's going to come down to a 1-lap shootout. Scott Sanderson there on very old tires. Jason Brophy on fresh ones. Jeffrey on fresh tires. They worked their way down the back straightaway. You'll see the lights on the iRacing pace car go out this time by. And then when this goes green, it's going to be a green and white finish. No more yellows. It will end in 1 lap. Can Scott Sanderson hang on with his old tires? What about Jeffrey Sykes? What about Matt Holloway? What role do they play here? What if Jeffrey spins it? And see, here's the thing. Scott's got to get a great restart to even have a chance. If they go off into 1 and 2 and the 88's already on the outside, it's ball game. Alright, lights will go out on the iRacing pace car this time by. Signifying one more time around under yellow. And we will go green, and it'll be a green and white finish. Alright, here we come out of corner number 2. They'll head towards 3, and then the pace car will dive down pit road, and we'll turn them loose. 8 trucks right here in the immediate vicinity, getting ready to go green at flag racing for 1 lap. Scott Sanderson out front, Jason Brophy on the outside. They'll come out of corner number 3, and we'll see the green and white flag wave. And it'll be one more time around Pocono. Can Scott hang on? He's going to get a great restart, and he does. Gets in the throttle, white flag will wave one more time around. He's going to have to hold off Jason Brophy or Jeffrey, one of the two, for 3 corners. That's all. And exactly what he wants to see in his rearview mirror, those 2 trucks side by side. Jason's going to clear Jeffrey. But look at Jason to the bottom. Not even a contest as he'll drop by Scott Sanderson. Scott now dropping all the way to 3rd, maybe 4th. In the corners 3 or 2. Scott now trying to hang on to 3rd. Right there is Scott Sanderson there in the 93 trying to hang on to 3rd. Here comes Matt on the outside. 3 wide now. Scott blows a block. Here comes Jared to the line. At the checkered, Scott Sanderson will be scored. I don't even know. Scott dropped back to at least 5th. Jason Brophy, however, walks away with the win. Oh, man. What a win for Jason Brophy. And we'll get a word with him here in a moment. Hey, Jason, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, buddy. Walking away with the win here tonight with a little tire strategy there. That was quite interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I was really hoping that I'd get a shot to just try and race him for it. So, but yeah, I feel like, I thought we were going to set up to be pretty good there. I know I'd looked inside, but there was no way I was completing the pass. I knew I had to take 4 tires, a one lap one. It's just the tires were so quick here, and there's such a time loss that I knew staying out with a 1 lap shootout, which means no cautions, was going to be no good. So.
Alrighty, well, you ran him down, and it looked like it was going to be a great finish before that yellow come out.
Yeah, so the best thing I did for my entire race was that early pit and try and make up ground that way, because while I was running on my own there, I got a bit more comfy with the car. The car was real touchy, and I had 0 confidence in it throughout the first half of the race. And that's when I decided I got Jared. I decided, you know what, I don't know what I'm going to do to try and pass. And it was going to hold me up, so I said, I'm just going to duck into the pits here. It was the easiest thing for me to do to try and make some time, and then it let me get on my own and get some just repetition, find my marks. So, because I never got comfortable in practice, I never got comfortable at all, and so that was huge for me. And then I managed to pick my way through in that one restart, and then just set sights on them, and I felt like I was a lot better than him in 1 and 2, or 1. I got to remember that's 3 corners, not 4. But I was a lot better than 1, and I was struggling with my tunnel turn, and I was struggling with my 3. And once I stopped overdriving, I started to reel him in. I don't know whether I could have passed him. Passing's a different animal, especially given that I'd had to take the inside in reality and could have pinched me. I think best chance would have been off 2 into 3, but Scott's fast, and I know he can't be. He's going to be upset because this was his race. So I'm just happy I managed to pull one out here.
Alrighty, well you did. Now looking ahead 2 weeks from today, it's Eldora, buddy. What's the plan to get that 88 ready for Eldora?
A lot of practice, but to be honest, I think we're going to be seeing not me toward the top of that one. Dirt, especially in these trucks, is not my forte. So,
alrighty, well congratulations on your win here tonight, bud. Anybody you'd like to thank?
yeah. Thanks for broadcasting. I'll be sure to check it out on Extreme Sim TV here after the race, and Jared for putting on the league again. Scott for running. I mean, Scott just he makes me run better to have a shot even. And then my teammate Norman. So
Yeah, unfortunately, Norman ain't had the best luck here with finishes here lately. Hopefully, your teammate can get back up here before long.
yeah, I know he was pretty upset with how this one turned out. So since he lost it, but it was real easy to do today. It was pretty treacherous out here. So
alrighty, buddy. Well, the best of luck to you.
thank you.
Alright, Jeffrey, you got a copy on me, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Alrighty, buddy. You brought it home second tonight.
Yeah, it was a struggle. Both missed the setup, and we just struggled. We was down on early speed, but it seemed like we could start running them back down on some older tires.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on P2 here tonight, buddy.
I really appreciate it, and congratulations on the win.
Alright, buddy. Have a great one.
You too.
Alright, Matt. You walked home with third tonight, buddy. You got me there, buddy?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot I had a push to talk on. Let me fix that.
Alright, I do too as well.
Okay. Voice activity is on now. Yeah, that caution at the end fell at just the right spot. The fact that I found myself in third place going to that final restart, I had the pit stop of a lifetime at the very end there. And, yeah. Like Jared was talking about, there was an IndyCar race at Iowa Speedway this past season where there was a caution at the very end of the race, and then some cars, didn't know if they were going to restart, so they stayed out, or just because they thought the race was going to end. There's no green white checkers in IndyCar, and Jared was making jokes. Are you Hinchcliffe or Newgarden? Because Newgarden pit for tires before the race ended under caution, so he lost a bunch of spots. Yeah, that was a crazy race for me, especially considering, I wrecked. I got into a pretty severe accident at the beginning of the race when I spun in turn 1 while they were already crashing in front of me, and then I got T-boned. Feel bad for Brian Robinson for that one, the 37, because he just had nowhere to go there. But yeah, it was a pretty crazy race as usual in these things, and that finish was man, 3rd through 6th. That was quite the pack at the end.
Yes, it was. Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on third here tonight.
Thank you. I'm gonna go say sorry to my team for wrecking their truck so much, and hopefully it's ready for Daytona, because I'm not going to be there for there's no race next week, and then Eldora is the week after that, but I'm not going to be running that one because I'll be running the iRacing the iRacing Daytona 500 that day, so I'll be a bit busy there.
Yeah, that's kind of tricky there because you've got the iRacing Daytona 500s coming up there that week, and I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to run in.
Yeah, I'll probably be running a few of them. I plan on running the Wednesday night one that unfortunately takes place during Camping Universe's Eldora round. So I'm gonna just accept I'm gonna take the hit there on points. Then I've got then Thursday there's also another one at the same time slot that should be 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, and then there's another one on Friday during the truck race. I don't like the fact that I'm gonna have to record the truck race and watch that later, but it is what it is. The real life truck race, mind you. And then I'm going to be running another one Sunday morning before the actual Daytona 500. That should be at 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. I want to say it's 10 o'clock for the East Coast guys.
Yeah, alrighty. A little bit off topic here while I've actually got the stream up to get your opinion because you do a little bit of special events here and there. How do you feel about there being so many Daytona 500s? What do you think?
It's just kind of how it is. I mean, not everyone can run every single one. You got to take care of our European iRacers, and they have to figure out their own time slots, and it would be interesting if they were all just the one time slot, but I feel like we'd lose out because people wouldn't be able to run them. Like for me, I've got work during the very, very first NIS race of the week, which usually takes place, I want to say like 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, my time. Yeah, I'm working until 3 o'clock, so there's no way I can make that. So if that was the only one, then I'd be screwed. But it's not the only one, so I can run a few of them.
Yep, for sure. All right, man. We'll get ready. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I want redemption for NIS back in July. I want to say the Sunday night race. That was an 80-lap event. It was half distance from the usual 160-lap events in real life. I started that race in third, and I led 79 laps. Guess which one I didn't lead? Yeah, I want
the last one.
I need redemption. So I can do it. I know I can do it, and I need to do it. So yeah, thanks for having me, man.
No problem, bud.
I'll see you in a few weeks.
See you in a few. One thing people don't realize is the amount of effort that everybody puts into these special events. Yeah. A lot of effort goes into it.
I also plan on running the Indianapolis 500 this May. I ran it this past season, or this past year. It didn't go all that well for me. I ran, I want to say, 3 of them. I crashed out of the second one, and then the first one I did all right, but the third one, I accidentally loaded the wrong setup. So that, the fact that I even survived the thing with how far that thing was sliding was, I'm pretty proud of that, just not the result. Yeah, it's a fun race.
10-4. Alrighty, man. Alrighty, man. Have fun.
You too, man. Peace.
Alrighty, we'll go through your top 10 race results here. Finishing first, Jason Brophy, Jeffrey Sykes, second, third, Matt Oliva, fourth, Jared Ziegler, fifth is Scott Sanderson, Brian Ziegler, sixth, seventh is Hart Green, Caleb Weekly, eighth, Norman King, ninth, and Roy rounds out your top 10. Alright, folks, we'll see you next time here on Extreme Sim TV. Keep in mind, no race on Sunday. The next race here on the channel will be next Tuesday for the Roaring Thunder National Series. Until then, stay safe, have a good one, and this has been Matt from Extreme Sim TV.